EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go, get inside, let's go, get out, get out.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Here we go, get out, get out.
Hey, four down, four down.
What do you think? What do you think?
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
That's it, baby.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying
times.
Every to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Escaping the pressure right. An open man, it's Michael Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Hustle, hustle.
Two tights.
Here we go, 47.
Hey, we got four. We got four down.
Here we go, kill. Here we go, get inside, let's go, get out. Swing to the field, right. To the right.
Tight dog.
26.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Time, defense.
Hey, here we go, wide 80.
Mike is 59. Mike.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cannon. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go, G. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Here we go, wide 8. Gun.
Mike,
26.
And incomplete here on third down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them play.
And forces fourth down. So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10
the ball.
at their own 23. On first and 10, Newton. This is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They do not.
Gun. White 33.
They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. From the 50, Newton. It's home for Torrey Smith. And he gets it inside the 35, just shy of the 30. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. First down throw for Newton. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side.
20.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Again, Newton. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive.
Great.
They just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves, we're doing pretty well.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. You know, the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
You crazy, boy. You crazy. Touchdown.
Gano out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the Cowboys offense. The wild optimism going into last season, of course, because they were coming off that 13-3 year.
47.
As they dropped to a good but not great 9-7.
The good thing for Dallas.
Let's go.
Hasn't been a repeat champ.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson for the pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Hey.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there.
Gun.
Here's Newton now on second down. Pressure gets to him again. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. So now Cam brings the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All day.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag.
Hustle.
They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. The second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
Go.
Tackle made there by Mike
Sweat.
Adams,
Let's go.
strong safety.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
26.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. That makes it now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. We turn our attention to the Panthers as they come out here on offense, and it's been an interesting three-year run. You look back to their Super Bowl appearance, then they dropped to 6-10 a couple of years ago. Last year back in the playoffs with 11 wins. So what in 2018?
I think a continuation of 2017 and an expansion on what we saw. It's always going to be a tough-minded team. They want to run the ball inside, and Cam Newton can be your short yardage runner as well as playing the quarterback position and throw it. But they want to open things up. Remember, they drafted Christian McCaffrey last year, want to get him the ball in open space. They ended up drafting DJ Moore this year, so they want to be more explosive down the field throwing the football. And Luke Kuechly is a heck of a building block on defense. This is a team that fully expects to contend in the NFC South, and they think they can go much deeper in the playoffs.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Newton. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go. Get inside. Let's go. Get out. Get out.
You just watch him.
Watch the
screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And some space here. Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. It's always 2020, but that's the same play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it. I think ultimately you look at it as a first option. Taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
A nice pick up there, 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Leading now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Tight end's right.
That's rock now.
3 down. Slam.
Newton on first down. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. Sometimes just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and then have a chance to make the defense open field.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Greg Olsen, 31 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to be careful. It's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you could kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball.
There we go.
And when it's kicked, then you get to take off. Build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them kickoff returners as well. Because I think you can still get big plays in this area.
Let's go.
He'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Here we go. Switch and hey. Gun. Here we go. Get somebody. Take.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearances at Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Here we go.
Let me tell you.
To throw is Prescott. Quick, it's Cannon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Woo! Let's get it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch the left. I'm here all day.
Hustle.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Now he's flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right. This is inside the 15.
You don't want no problem.
And he is down deep into Carolina territory.
Swing to the field, right.
A gain
To
of
the
39
right.
that time.
26.
Prescott flushed out right.
Get in the weight room.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
You don't want none of that. Give me that. Pick up the ball.
Gun. Here we go. Wide 26.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott.
I'm coming.
Flush to his right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
You're not.
Here we go. Wide 8. Let's go. Get out.
Watch the motion.
26.
On 3rd down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards. And now a decision here on 4th and 1.
26.
Check. 59.
26.
Not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Lay down.
Do something. On the ball.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Great.
Three down.
On 1st down, Newton eluding the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Crunch.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year, he is truly the ultimate.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. After the sack, you're 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Newton. 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Got three down.
Fighting to stay upright. He can't get away forever, and down he goes. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep is Tavon Austin. This is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. KD Cannon, 57 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And he's got it up and through. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Double tight.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Wide open receiver complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Newton now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's first and 10. On first and 10, Newton. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass here now is second and 10.
Tight end right.
Hey, get right there. Get right there. Get right there.
Three down.
Do some.
Back to the air. Newton on second down. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again. His third sack of the afternoon. Third and long, it's Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Newton now.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball.
Yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. Newton.
Let's go,
And it's
defense. Get out
knocked
the field,
away
defense.
and incomplete. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's a 15-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them special.
And now those 50-plus
Let's go,
yarders
let's finish
seem
now.
easy for some reason. Final play of the half. Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we get to the second half.
Defensively. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
No matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go.
Double tight. 4 down, 4 down.
He gets it here. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
They'll try the air now. Inside by Funchess. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther first down. So from Cowboy territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Get it.
And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop.
Easy work, and it's coming
Tough
again.
first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Express!
Tight left. 4 down, 4 down.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here we go, fellas. Let's go.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. We got 4.
For their fullback. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Hey.
Second down, and not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go, sack. Come on, come on, come on.
Man left. 4 down, 4 down.
He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field and came away with points.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you really script.
And that's caught at the 35.
Yeah, baby.
And all the way down to the 29. A big play here for Dallas. 49 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And we're back now in Charlotte.
Get out, 46.
Switch.
Here we go, 46, 46.
9.
46.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Escaping the pressure
Y'all playing
right.
wrong football.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mike 5'9".
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 46.
Can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Jackson.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 180. Here you go.
Look, hold.
26.
Well run now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here.
Let's
for
go,
a
let's
modest
finish now. Hey,
gain.
47.
He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage.
26.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Hey.
Ezekiel Elliott, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Now it's Barner. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging down to this slim lead. Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking at
The Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. David Irving in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Tight end right.
Second down is good. Left side, Olsen. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them. We come up on a 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. Room to run inside the 40, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you got a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Four down.
Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
4 down.
We're going to set. 180.
Mike 55.
Yeah, this is their fullback. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Let's go. Let's finish now. 26.
Space to maneuver at the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
You're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Gun.
I got 11. I got 11.
26.
I got you.
Over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Baby.
They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years,
Let's go. Let's finish now.
seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there.
You got
They
26.
Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 47. Here we go. 180. 26.
Prescott to throw.
Go. Go.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Boom.
So this will be
Yeah,
accepted
baby.
as it moves the offense backwards.
Here we go. Get down. Get down.
The ball.
Gun.
Check 59.
26.
Here's Prescott. And they get jarred loose. It's incomplete.
I got you, son.
They've been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side,
Woo!
they said
You
no
got him.
more.
You
They
got
set
him.
the double coverage on
Got
it.
him.
Made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Let's
Big
go. Let's
play
finish now.
coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
26.
3rd down.
Go.
And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the Giants team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they're out to recover the ball, which is what we saw here. This number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
We got 3.
I'm
3
still
down.
waiting to
3
see
down.
that number
Hey,
is
fellas, we got 3.
empirical.
Let's go.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use
on now.
here in the final stages.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And he's got it. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
Run.
5 yards on the pickup. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go, fellas.
Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
We got 4. 8!
Try and push the pile. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this will split the upright. It's right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Very short kick. This will be taken by Williams. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And now here come the Cowboys. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
2-score game.
Inside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.